What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition of 276 Speak Up. I'm Big C, the chef.
And I'm Aisha.
And I'm Quita.
All right. And let's see, we got a lot to unpack today. We got the election to go over. And we got some other stuff to go over too. Supposed to be Mochi, supposed to be joining us today. He got something he wanna say. Um,
Okay.
but how you all doing? How are you all feeling from the last meeting? How's everything been?
Well, let me get this out the way first. Let me say congratulations to our member Chris Cunningham on winning trustee at Local 276, and also congrats to Sheila Collins for winning second vice president at Local 276 in this special election we just had. So kudos to you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate
I'm
it.
happy to be back in the USA. Thailand was a great experience. I plan to go back soon. Um, and also, congratulations, Chris. I seen your work. You campaigning on such a short notice. I commend you for that. Shout out to Sheila too. Congratulations, D. Demetrius Cotton, congratulations on you for putting your best foot forward. Pauline, congratulations as well. Um, let's dig in.
Yeah.
And everybody else that ran in the election. A
Yes.
big congrats. We've seen a lot of new faces. And I just want to say big ups to everybody that decided to put their best foot forward and enter the election. This might have been their first time, a different experience. I
Yeah.
look forward to seeing them again come 2026 election race. And oh, shout out to JD too for winning vice president of Local
Yeah.
276.
Yes. Big Spanish. Shout out to him, man. Let me make this quick. So Keith, maybe a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, he sent us on a leadership conference at Black Lake. And
Hmm.
I seen Big Spanish on the underground and all of that, but we actually went to Black Lake together, and I seen that man transform from then until now. And for him to sit up here and put his name on the ballot, put his best foot forward,
Oh
campaign,
yeah,
all of that. Shout out to him. If you guys have a moment to just listen to his background and stuff, I commend that man.
yeah.
A single parent. He have a son that worked there. His daughter is his world. So for him to get on the ballot, that was real big to me because I know that Keith personally told him, bro, it's time for you to step up. And he actually did that. So I commend him for that. Um, and that's what we need, leaders. A lot of people say, well, ask me, are you in the union? Are you involved in the union? I say, yeah, I'm in the union. I say, you are too because you pay for it. You pay each month. So you should be involved. You should see where your dollars go because we have what, $100 now?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That's basically, that ain't even free money. That's money you giving away. So why wouldn't you get involved?
Yeah.
To see where your money goes. And in this economy today, we got to give an account for every dollar. So why not see where your money is going by getting involved? It may not be in a leadership role. It may not be, you want to do a host or be a chair or co-chair of a committee. Just get involved in any committee so that you can utilize where your money is going.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to everybody. Next year, hopefully we see new names. You guys will have more time to campaign. A lot of people, and I'm on the election committee. I was the one that was getting on everybody's nerves in the people center, asking them when they was coming in or going out, did you vote? Hey yo, my man. Hey yo, sis, did you vote? Come on in. It don't take that long. I was the one. Um, and I the reasoning why, let me just say that the reasoning why is because you pay for your vote. Why wouldn't you exercise
Hmm.
your vote? Um,
Right.
we complain amongst each other about the union. I hear people all the time saying how the union ain't doing this, the union ain't doing that, and I put it back on them. Well, what are you doing? Are you getting involved? Be the change that you want to see in the union. If you can't,
Yeah.
if you didn't vote, I don't want to hear crap about what the union is doing, how your committee person is, whatever it is, anything pertaining to the union. If you did not vote, don't come to me complaining about nothing because you didn't exercise your right.
I challenge anybody. I challenge the entire membership. If you got something to say, step up and get involved with your union. Because I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you, we not listening to you just ramble on and complain about what the union is doing or what the union ain't doing. Mostly what the union ain't doing. We
Yeah.
not finna just sit here and listen no more. It's falling on deaf ears. If you're not gonna step up and get involved and try to do something,
Yeah.
just say it, shut your pie hole because we're not listening.
Yeah.
Because
Hmm.
we try to get you all to come to the union meetings, you don't come. We try to get you all to come out and vote for stuff, you don't come. But you constantly complaining about this, you complain about that, you ain't getting this, ain't that ain't happening. But what are you doing other than complaining?
Yeah.
What are
And
you doing other than complaining?
and us complaining amongst each other, it isn't getting anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I can
Yeah.
complain to y'all before the show, after the show, but it's after that, then what happens? Work has
Yep.
to follow. So I
Yep.
definitely
Mhm.
agree on that. Get involved. Get involved. And I'm happy we on this subject. Let me go to my notes.
Well, why
Tony,
you doing? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
first shift. He's first shift. He's on the election committee. I don't know his real name. He's on the frame line. Um, real tall guy, solid guy. He told me not last night, the night before that, that he just suggested that he want members to write up bylaws, um, meaning get involved. If we think of something or want some change, go to these meetings, suggest a bylaw change, get involved and follow through with it. He was definitely adamant about that. So I definitely want to speak up on it. I'm not sure if he's chiming in. If you're chiming in, and you tuned in, come on in and talk more about it. But I definitely wanted to speak up on that he want to get members involved with writing bylaws and such.
Okay, so I want to say two things when it comes to the election. First, I made a suggestion, and I don't know who the right channels is. I'm thinking maybe the chairman would be the person to speak to. I'm not sure, but I had made a suggestion that during our elections, maybe Triangle and other um, elections that we have inside the plant that are major, if our shop committee could get with um, management or General Motors and see if we can possibly get an extra 15 minutes on those election days to give people enough time to vote during their lunch break, plus still able to eat. Because sometimes people come in there and they're running because they might have to do a challenge ballot, or it takes us time to find their name, or it might be a little bit of a wait
A
for them to
diff-
get their ballot and vote. Or they might be a little far and they have to catch the trolley to vote and go back to their job. So I mean, it's just a suggestion that we can look into. I guess I'm thinking it probably would have to be something in our local contract. I don't know. I'm gonna get with Kenny and see what's the possibilities or the options about trying to come up with some kind of plan to where it gives people just enough time on their lunch break. That way that will take out some of that complaining. Now, what you do with that, if it does happen, that is on you. But it will give you that. It will take away the option, the reason that some people use to not come out and vote, you know. And then the other thing I want to say too, as far as the election, we got,
Hold
huh?
on, before you go there, my favorite.
Okay.
Put a pin right there. So
Hmm.
I'm happy you said that because when we have the survey that we do for them, they get the team leads or the ARs to get us out, the workers, the team members off the line to complete the surveys on the tablet, right?
Hmm.
So something could be in place for that. Or
Yeah.
if I seen someone passing by that I knew was a team lead or AR that possibly covers team, I told them, hey, make sure you get your team out the line to come vote. So yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Something could be put in place because when it comes to them, they make sure we get out the line to complete their survey on the tablet.
Yeah. And then the second thing I want to bring up too is we have another election coming up in 2026, another triangle election. One of our biggest election, our most important election, at this local, at any local is your triangle election. So I just want to say, if you do plan on putting your name out there, if you do plan on running that race, let me just say this: it's hard work. It is a lot of hard work. It is dedication. It is sleepless nights, sleepless days. It is a lot of walking. It's a lot of talking. It's a lot of everything. It's money that is including you because you got to get flyers and they got to have the union bus, so you got to get a printed and a union label. It's a lot of things, but you can't just say, "Hey, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna post my flyer on the union pages and ask for your vote." You ain't gonna get it. Let me tell y'all now, you're not gonna get it. People wants to see you. People wants to talk to you. People have questions, and a lot of times people don't know who some of these people that might run are. You can't depend on just your department or one department or word of mouth or a flyer being circulated online to get votes. That's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get them. So I'm just saying, think long and hard as to before you put your name in that the work and dedication is going to take to even get half the votes you need to get the votes to get people to even recognize who you are to know who you are. Um, I had thought about doing it at one point, but I knew I couldn't commit to that walking and talking and getting around the plan and doing all that. I just didn't. I had so much going on. I just didn't have the time, so I didn't put my name in there. I was not going to do it. I left it to other people to do it because I knew I didn't have the dedication at that moment to do it. So I just want to say that to everybody. Just make sure you have a dedication and that this is really what you want before you put your name in the hat for any election. You have to walk that for. And we have a big plan. We have a lot of members. We have a lot of departments. So
Yeah.
it's gonna take at least maybe Chris can tell you how long did it take you to get around all them different departments?
Oh, it took a while. It took at least
Days.
a week.
Yeah.
If you want to get every department,
On your
and
own time.
on your own time
Not
while
on
you're working.
FaceTime.
On your own time because you cannot
Hard
campaign on your own hours.
be
So yeah,
hard.
so
And I'm
so
happy
before you
that.
yeah, before y'all decide to do that, put your name in, please just make sure you have the dedication and the will and the want to do it.
And I'm
Don't
happy
half ass it. Just do it.
because
Right.
a lot of people said, well, I didn't know who to vote for because nobody came and talked to me. And my response to them was, this is the big plan. I know personally people have came out and campaigned because they talked to me. I said, but at the same time, just like you would do with your state elections, go out and research them. You and it
Hmm.
groups going on. Yes, a lot of people is not, internet savvy, Facebook
Yeah.
savvy, but at
Right.
the same time, a lot of us younger members are, and we see we've seen a lot of the flyers. Get out and do your own research, ask questions and stuff. And yeah, it is a big plan. A week
Okay.
to
Here.
take everything, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And we commend you guys on such short
Mhm.
notice at the same time. But it's also up to us. Okay, well, I didn't vote. I heard a lot of things like I didn't vote because I didn't know nobody on there. So you just
Mhm.
money go to waste. Your
Yep.
complaints don't matter at this time. And then another thing was at the same time, yeah, it was such short notice, but a lot of people say, well, I didn't know about the runoff. You know, that's
Yeah.
why we as the members have to get involved. Well, what's going on? And, you know, what's going on or what's going on this week? And that's why I've been
Mhm.
trying to get the member to member committee. I'm saying that
Yeah.
right. I've been trying to
Mhm.
get someone on that committee to come on and speak to us so that we can know. I know, you may know, but a lot of us don't know what that committee consists of.
Yeah.
I want to bring someone on from that committee to talk to us about what that committee consists of, what they're doing, how can we follow, follow them and stuff, because it's a great committee to keep us informed and stuff. We see the
Yeah.
signs posted throughout the plant, but we don't know what it is.
Right.
All right, so we got Mo Cheese.
Our president is on.
Face with a name though. We need you to adjust your camera, my man.
Well, he's still trying to. He's still having problems trying to hear us. He can't hear us,
Here is.
Oh, okay. Okay.
so he doesn't. His microphone is not picking up, so he
I
can't.
had to. I had to.
Must be an Android.
Don't go there.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Must be an Android. When he
Don't do it.
finally connect in.
You outnumbered right now. You
Yeah,
outnumbered. You outnumbered, friend. You
yes, you
outnumbered.
Question. The first
you
question
outnumbered. Yes.
is it an Android? Y'all it needs Android. We see that hat though. That hat, yeah, that hat is famous.
Right. That's how we know it's him. We see the hat.
Yes.
All right. Well, yeah, it is a lot of. You got to get out there and pound the pavement, as they say. You
Yeah.
know, I made my way through body shop. I made my way all the way back to stamping. Did it a couple times,
We lost him.
and so I did it the first time. I did the second time. And
Artesia say, I can confirm it is in fact the Android. I knew it was.
don't go there.
Don't, Artisha, not do us. Do
Artis,
not do us.
just for that, I'm not gonna make your announcement.
Now I'm gonna make your announcement, friend.
No, but yeah, you got to get out there and pound the pavement. If you're not gonna do it, don't sign up.
Yes,
Hmm.
I come with it financially and time wise,
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as I've heard before, if you trash on the line, don't even sign up for the job.
Yes. And let me encourage people now, start having a rapport with people. You know what I'm saying? If you pass by me and have a stank resting face, but then months later you come talking about vote for you, baby, I'm not voting for you. You don't speak to me. Not saying you have to speak to me every day. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
if you want people to vote for you, be that people person.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Be pleasant.
don't
You
approach.
ain't got to smile all the time because we all got back, but be pleasant.
I don't know if she's approachable. Every day I see her or him, he got a frown on his face. But when it comes time for election, you kiki and cockeying with me, baby. You're not gonna get my vote. Damn sure.
Hmm.
If you don't come to work not saying every single day, but if we can't depend on you to come to work and you want to be my committed person, ain't no way in hell I'm circling your name on that ballot because we can't depend
Hmm.
on you. How can we depend on you when you're not here and now you want to be our committee person? And when we have issues, who is that gonna fall on? And shout out to Diane. Let me say that I forgot doing a shout out. Shout out to Diane for winning the election. I don't know if you guys committee person won, Chris, but shout out to Diane. I know I've been getting on her nerves lately. Asia, you remember? I don't know if you recall when I was a temp how you used to advocate for
My
us.
stuff to go over too. Supposed to be Motif.
Uh-oh.
Supposed to be on her nerves.
I'm sorry. I got devices going off over here.
I don't know how, if you remember when you used to advocate for us when I first started, and it used to get on my nerves like, why is she speaking? I'm good. I don't have a problem. I'm good with the job I'm running. But now I find
I
myself
still do it.
for people. Baby, I'll call Diane in a minute. Are you busy? Can you come out here? This is what's going on. And we need people like that. Instead of
I'm still that person. I still be nope, can't do that.
I know I didn't
I get Diane on the phone. Like Diane, I need you to come out here. I
listen.
just had to do that last week. I be on it. I still be on it.
When I
Not
call her, she'll be like, "Oh, I just hung up with Asia about this. I'm on my way." So we need people. We definitely, us as members, we have to advocate for each other when we see something wrong, whether it's with a temp, whether it's with a 4 days, 6 days seniority, new seniority, or old seniority. If we see something wrong, we have to speak up.
hmm
Because it was at a certain point that I didn't know I had a voice, and Asia was my voice. You know what I'm saying? So we have to bring each other in and take care of each other, because at the end of the day, we're all we got, right? We're family.
yeah.
Everybody
I,
say we're family, or well, let's start being that family. If you can't do it, okay, well, I'm gonna do it on your behalf because I know it was wrong.
I'm only paying for what was given to me when I started as a temp. I was blessed to come up and work around some amazing people at my old plant, Lake Orion, and they were my voice for a long time. They were my voice. They was my strength. That is what kept me at the job because every day I wanted to quit. Every day I left, I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit every day. And it wasn't because the workers was bad or the bosses were mean, because I came up in the area where we had some really good supervisors that didn't talk down to you, didn't belittle you, didn't look at you because you was a temp or anything. They treated you, equal. Matter of fact, my first supervisor was amazing. He was amazing. He used to give me free tickets to the Lions games, to the Pistons game, everything, to me and a couple of my friends. But I came up around some good union members that taught me what a union was, because that was my first union job. I had never worked at a plant where I had never worked in a plant at all, but I had never had a union job. That was my first. And they taught me what the union was, and they gave me a fire and a passion, and I'm only paying for what was given to me. So, and I know some people probably be like, I wish she had shut up and mind her business.
That was me.
But
That was me as a temp.
but I feel that until they feel comfortable enough to say what they need to say or speak up for themselves, I'm gonna be that voice. If I see something be done wrong or is not done by the contract, oh, I'm speaking up. I'm calling somebody out there, or either I'm telling the supervisor. And
Mhm.
I'm still one of them ones. If I see them touching the line, I'd be like, what are you doing? We ain't got manpower. What you doing?
Right.
No, can't do that. No. So yeah, that's me.
See
I am
something,
her. She is
say
me.
something. See something, say something.
Yep.
We need everybody to get on board with that. So I'm definitely happy that they instilled it in you in your previous plan, and they followed you through that. We
Yep.
need more of that here, because it's getting crazy. We are facing crazy times. Um,
Yep.
so Christy, I see Christy on. Shout out to Christy. She been working nonstop, 24 hours to make sure the
Mhm.
election. Shout out to
Best coach in the world.
yes. come in with the best spaghetti and chicken spaghetti and chicken salad. And not to mention a peach cobbler. Come through, girl. Um,
Yes,
Artesia say, no, Quita, don't do that because I look really mean, but I'm not. And I can't control my face. Um, talking about when we was talking about people campaigning and wanting to vote and stuff, and I can attest, no, she is the sweetest person, but her look is like I'm just so frustrated, ready to go home, but she is so sweet. I
that's me. I can
know,
look mean. People be like, smile. And I'm like, oh, and what am I doing? And
right.
but when you get to talking to me, you gonna have to say where is the off button.
Yes, because I can control my mouth, but my face. Yeah.
Still, yeah. So
Yeah.
we need more advocates.
Yes.
And I just feel like if you put it into them and let them go, they
Yeah.
can fit it into somebody else. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's just paying it forward because we got to. We got to. We have to teach each other what the union is about, just in case nobody else is. You
Yeah.
know.
Because, like you say, this was your first union job. A lot of us, it was my first union job, so I didn't know. When I recall one night I was on the opposite side of you, and I hadn't been on the job not even a whole day, and the group leader put me on there to run it. And Nisi was our committee person then, and you
Hmm.
called her, and I'm like, to me at that point, me being new, I'm like, why she called the principal on me? I'm thinking this was the principal. I'm like, she needs to mind this things I'm thinking in my head. She needs to mind her damn business. I'm good. But then as I look back years later, even months later, she was advocating for me because it was wrong. I didn't know that damn job. I was struggling hard that night. I was good at running it, but as a temp, you don't know, oh, well, if I complain, they may, fire me or things like that. So we need that. You guys that been here a while or even haven't been here a while, seniority, we have to speak up. We have to speak up for the temps. We have to speak up for each other as well.
Hmm.
No, well,
Hmm.
that's not my concern. That don't have nothing to do with me. We shouldn't have that mentality because as your union brother or sister, it has everything to do with you. We're
Yeah.
one. We're family. Family fight, right? We have
Hmm.
issues amongst our families. And at the
Yep.
same time, we have issues amongst other union brothers and sisters, but we have to stick together because when the outsiders see the division, of course, it's easy for them to even cause more division.
Yep. That is true. Did we get our president back or
No, he said his phone is messing up. So
okay?
Android.
Well, let's y'all want to bring up. We got what announce. Y'all want to do announcements now or y'all want to do it at the end?
we can do some announcements now because yeah, we do need to well, I only have a couple. I only have a
Okay.
couple of them. The the first one
LGBT.
is we have the Veterans Resource Fair coming up. Okay, which will be actually tomorrow from 6 to 3 o'clock in the People Center. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, and you got the veterans out there, they make sure you get over there and stop in and see what's going on. See what kind of help you can get if you need if you're looking for help. If you know any veterans that's looking for help,
Mhm.
go over there and take a look and see what's going on, because and get the type of help you need, or questions asked, questions answered,
Or if
and
you got family members or friends,
That's
get the
very,
resources for them.
yeah.
You know.
right. The next one is the next one is I don't have that flyer.
Which one? Because I might. I got some stuff out of my cubby box today when I was up there.
The LGBTQ flyer.
The
Oh, let
meeting,
me see.
Yeah, they're
maybe
meeting.
Oh
at
yeah, yeah,
2.
yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen it. Nope, I don't have it. But yeah, it's their last meeting. Well, it's actually every committee's last. Whoever have meetings before. the union meetings, this will be their last meeting for 2025 because we don't have a we will not be having a union meeting in December. So
Right.
this will be the LGBTQ plus community. It will be their last meeting for you to come out. They meet at 12 o'clock. I do remember that. They meet at 12 o'clock at the Union Hall. If you would like to join and be an ally or whatever, and get on that committee, or even if you just want to come and get more information and volunteer some of your time, I know they are meeting at 12 o'clock Sunday before the union meeting. Um, there are other committees that are going to be meeting. I don't know the times, but you might be able to call the union hall and get that information. I'm not sure, but yeah, if you're looking to join different committees, come before the union meeting. Union meeting started at 2 for General Motors and Unit One, and most committees that have meetings, they have them prior to the union meeting, at least 1 to 2 hours before.
And with the LGBTQIA plus committee, you don't have to identify as one. You can be an advocate and be on that committee. So that's good to know as well. You may have a union brother or sister that may have not came out um,
Hmm.
the closet, and you just want to get information on the rights, that what they can and can't do, or whatever the case may be. So it's good to get involved in that community. Or you may have a family member outside of the union, whatever the case may be. Get
Hmm.
involved. They're new, a new committee. So get involved as much as you can.
All right. And last, of course, we have the union meeting this coming Sunday, 2 o'clock. Last one for the year, as we
Hmm.
said before. So make sure you're there. We do have some bylaws to go over. Um,
Yes, a very important one.
yeah. So
That bylaw is very important.
we are voting on them, and as it was stated earlier this week, um, don't let the loud 50 vote for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Come in and cast your own, make your own voice, because you know
yes,
there are certain people who come to the union meeting religiously, and they vote on things. A lot of the stuff
that
y'all
affects
about,
everybody.
they a lot of stuff y'all complain about that's going on within the local is stuff that they voting for.
Yeah,
So y'all need to come out and make your own voice heard, because
yeah.
you let these people talk for you. You letting these people vote for you, and then
Hmm.
y'all finding out, well, why we doing that? Well, you didn't come to the meeting.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the bylaw, I know the one bylaw that's being voted on. I hear a lot of people at a couple of the last meetings, including myself. I feel this way too, that the committees are very cliquish. I'm not going to say all of them. And some of them are unwelcoming.
Mhm.
That's a persona that you get when you try to join some of them, because I'm on too. I'm a co-chair of consumers affairs. It's open to any and everybody. This is new for me, new to me. I got with the chair, we talked, we gonna come up with some things that moving forward for the time we have remaining on this committee. And I want any and everybody until we get a bylaw limiting how many members we can have. Hey, I'm taking anybody that want to be there, anybody that want to join, just to even get your feet wet, just to find out what a committee is about. Um, you are more than welcome to come to us. We will hopefully have a meeting come in January. We might even try to put something together in December, but this is new for both of us. So this meeting, we're going to use this meeting to get together and just come up with ideas of moving forward, how we can take this committee from being non-existent to being something, um, and being very vocal in our union to help our members. But yeah, so this bylaw that we are voting on at this that the union meeting this Sunday at 2 p.m. is taking the chair and co-chair being elected by the e-board and putting it back in the hands of the membership where it should be, to where you will have to put your name in for a nomination and the membership puts the chair and the co-chair in place, which is what it should be. It shouldn't be one, less than 20 people deciding who our chair and co-chair should be. It should be the union. It should be all union paying members. They should. So that is a very, to me, that is a very important bylaw to be voted on. So I look forward to everybody coming and voicing your opinion and letting your vote matter and count. I don't know if we have another bylaw. If we do, I don't remember what it is. So if somebody that's in the chat can, please
I have it.
drop it down in there.
Christy states, Christy commented, and we got to remember that anyone can write a bylaw as long as it does not conflict with the Constitution, local, state, federal laws, and it corresponds with our current bylaws.
That's good to know.
Remember that.
Definitely good to know.
Here's the second one. The current, I'm just going to read the current language.
Okay.
Okay. Article 13, elections and other voting guidelines, section 9. At a General Motors business membership meeting duly designated for the purpose of nominating candidates for office, all members of Local 276 UAW in good standing shall stand nominated as a candidate. All members standing nominated will be obligated to accept the nomination in writing on the appropriate acceptance form provided by Local 276 within a specified time frame after nominations of the nomination. Any nominated member will automatically forfeit the nomination if members fail to accept the nomination in writing within the given time frame.
Chris,
I thought this was a bylaw that I thought this was one of the 13 or 14 that
we've been dealing with.
that was changed. So why do we have this bylaw being voted on when it was deemed non-compliant by international? Why are we voting on it? Why is it even a bylaw that's being voted on when it was considered non-compliant? Is it a word change?
That's one of the things that maybe we need to come up with because,
Chris,
well, they have
standing. Is good standing financially? I'm current on my dues. I mean, what is good standing?
But put a pin in it for 1 second.
Thank you. Help
Okay,
me.
so
I can't
this is my thing. This is my thing. I was it was broke down to me about when you're not in good standing, the process it takes to put you in not good standing if you owe more than union dues.
Okay.
I feel it is our local, whoever is supposed to do that, it is your duty to make sure nobody running for a position owe a penny to the union. I don't care if it's union dues. I don't care if it's something that you owe for something else and you ain't paid it. If you owe the union a penny and they know you owe, that means you're not, by definition, that means you're not in good standing. But it's a process to put the people into not good standing, and people are not going through the process. And I don't know, like the backstory as to like if it costs more money to do it or what, but people shouldn't be able to run. People shouldn't be able to do a lot of things if you're not in good standing. I don't care what you owe.
Again, so
if you owe,
a good standing is just financially. So I can make sure I'm current on my dues, but my actions, it doesn't matter because I'm current on my dues. I'm in good standing. Is that what I
no? Yeah, because if you owe money, but your dues is being paid on time, I guess you could still run for things. You could be an asshole and show your pure ass.
That's why
You can still run for shit and be a representation. I mean, I wouldn't want you to be mad,
As I'm
but
paying
hey,
my dues. Okay.
yep,
Noted. Noted.
yep. So you can go in and do cartwheels and say fuck you to everybody and still, as long as your union dues is paid up.
Crazy. You go.
Chris,
That's my opinion, Taquita. Spears' opinion. That's crazy.
Oh,
we need to
Depending
have a
on my
bylaw in
views, my
place that
actions
states.
does not matter. That's crazy to me.
okay. Hold on. Chris was reading something.
Christie says we need to have a bylaw in place that states that if you are behind in any financial obligations or all the union, any money you should be placed on the best list, not just if you have a break in your seniority and you're not a good member in the state for a year. If you owe anything, you need to pay that money before you're able to run for any position.
Again, it's just financially. So it's just about the money. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing? Because I know I can't be the only one that think this is crazy.
Nope,
Well,
you're not. But that is where we're at. unfortunately, unfortunately, that is where we're at. So yeah. Uh, it was something else I was gonna say, but
yeah.
Chrissy said, "I'm sorry, y'all. I'm talking to the phone while I'm driving, but I hope you all can understand what I am trying to say. We understand you 1,000%, Chrissy, and you are absolutely correct.
Yeah.
You are absolutely correct. We definitely do. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Keith
Okay.
said, hey, y'all, what I missed. Maybe he can get on and speak about the bylaws.
You know, he at work.
Oh,
Yeah.
copy,
Maybe
copy.
he can call.
He can
Maybe
call in though,
can you call in, Kibo?
and kind of break down the bylaws. Oh, and that's another thing. While we waiting is to get an answer from him. If you are on Shop Talk 276, check out Keith Crowell's Kibo Shahid, if many of you know. Check out his live he did.
Was it
Was
Sunday?
it earlier this week
Monday, Sunday?
or last week? Whichever one. His latest live. He did a live. Check that out. Also, our chairman and our chairman Kenny Hines and President Damone Stanley, they did a live too. And then I know our chairman did another live, just speaking more so about all the layoffs that's coming up, not at our plant as of right now, but other locals and plants. So just keep our union sisters and brothers in your prayers that would be laid off right before the holiday seasons. Keep
Yeah.
them in your prayers and your thoughts. And I just want them to all know 276, Local 276 is standing with you in true solidarity. And we are praying for all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Um.
I guess Keith's on the call.
And while we waiting on Keith, let me give a shout out to all the aunties and uncles that been looking out for my youngest son. Y'all know he started the day I left, October 13th, in this last group. And he just been telling me people been coming up to him, to my nephew, you good and stuff. Shout out to Diane, because she made sure people know, you know, look out for him, and he's 18, y'all. So this is like his first real job. My baby doing the best he can.
Hmm.
Chastity, y'all holding it down for him.
I
Uh,
challenge all shifts to look out for every temp that comes through this plant.
yes, yes, for
That's
sure,
that's my that's my challenge for us.
for
Let's
sure.
look out for them. Let's teach them.
Yeah,
Let's teach them about the local. Let's teach them about the union. Let's teach them what solidarity really truly means and where our union dues go. Let's teach them that. That's my challenge.
come through for them. Come through. Because there's a lot of
And
young
and
faces.
invite them to the union meeting this Sunday. Because I invited the ones that I have had the opportunity to train last week and this week. I'm like, come to the union meeting. It's at 2 o'clock Sunday. Come.
Yes, yeah. So thank you guys for looking out for my baby. He make me nervous, y'all. But at work, he's completely different. I'm like, who is this child? And I know y'all remember him back in May when he graduated. He was on the billboard, on the screens with the hair. He still got the same hair and all of that.
So it's like you would know who he is.
All right, hang on, fellas. Hang on, guys.
Okay.
Hello there. You there, sir?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Congratulations, Mr. Trustee.
Thank you, sir.
What's
Appreciate
going
it.
on?
Not much.
Congratulations. You did well, man. And
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you got out and walked around that plant and campaigned, and man, you did a good job. Good stuff, bro.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
So, listen, we want to know if you can tell us a little bit more about these bylaws.
So which ones?
Both of them.
The ones we voted on.
Oh,
The one we voted down.
the ones that we voted down last month,
Yeah.
or the ones we have to vote on this week, this Sunday.
The ones we got to vote on this Sunday.
Oh, okay. So one bylaw about the chair and the co-chairs.
Yes.
It's going to open it up for the membership to vote on the chairs and co-chairs. All right. So right now, the e-board is the e-board that appoints the chairs and the co-chairs, and I really don't think that's a successful. Method because of where we are now. If you open it up to the membership, you allow the membership to pick their chairs and co-chairs, and that's a democratic process. And it can't be no argument. It can't be, well, they only going to pick their friends or they're the cliques and all of this. It can't be that, because if you open up for everybody to vote, then it can't be no argument. Just like I can't argue that Sheila's now the second vice president because it was open to the democratic process and voted. I accepted and we go on. You know what I mean? So I think that's a good bylaw to have. Now, that other bylaw, I think is Article. Let me get my memory together. I believe it's Article 13.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's Article 13, Section 9 or Section 10 is one of them. So the deal with that one is this: is that you can't say that this bylaw needs to go back to the old way. If international says no, it needs to be this way.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of those bylaws, even the ones last month, they bring it back to the old ways. Now, the problem I have with this bylaw is that it's restrictive. When you keep, we have 5,000 membership, and if you want to run for a position, you have to come over that Sunday to a union meeting, get nominated, and you got about 2 or 3 days to accept your nomination. It's a 6-day plant with 5,000 members. That hall can't even hold 100 people. Well, that hall can't hold 200 people. So it's restrictive. It's restrictive. And the proof to you that it's restrictive, look at all the new faces that was able to participate in this election.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were able to go up to the hall on their time, 3 shifts, accept their nomination, and they can get their name on the ballot. Look at all the people that was willing to participate in the standing committee election. We got over 120 that came over to the hall to accept their nomination. That's healthy for our local. That's an opportunity to bring new ideas and new visions to our local. And I don't think to go back to the old way, I don't think that's a good idea. That's not a good idea. To me, that's too restrictive.
Mhm.
So my question is, right, Keith?
Yeah.
You. So my question is that one of the bylaws that the international deemed non-compliant, and it was changed to the language that we're operating under right now?
Yes, international changed that bylaw. They changed that bylaw.
So
Yeah. They,
so how is it able to be resubmitted to go back to the old way? Do you know?
um, I don't, but I do. I do. I think it was a miscommunication, and so I think it was a miscommunication on that. And because if
So
you
that's
read the
something.
14, there's 14. Hmm? But
So before we vote on that, we need to ask our servicing rep if he's there. Why did he allow this bylaw to be resubmitted back into our local that was deemed by international deemed non-compliant already?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing about, so let me straighten this out for you. In those 14 bylaw changes that international center, they said that they were non-compliant. I believe that bylaw was the last one that's on there. And they didn't say directly like it's non-compliant. They said that we have to open it up. We have to open it up for everybody to be able to participate. And they pretty much spelled it out how it could be, how people could participate in it. So when international sent back the bylaws, the international made the adjustment to those bylaws. They the ones that wrote that bylaw. They the ones that put that bylaw in place. Because you remember, we couldn't vote on bylaw. We refused all the bylaws. So when international, what they did was they said, okay, we're gonna write these bylaws, and you're gonna abide by them. And here we are.
So because of that bylaw was rewritten by international, it gave the whole membership the opportunity to participate in this election we just had, correct?
Exactly.
And if we go back to if this bylaw is voted on and goes back to the old way of how it used to be, that would basically pretty much X out a lot of members from being able to be nominated, even though they're in good standing,
Right.
because of the
And the
restrictions.
reason why, right, because you have to be there at the meeting, or you have to send somebody to that meeting. But we a 6-day plant that works 3 shifts.
Mm-hmm.
We're a 6-day plant. You see how that's a lot of people that's a lot of people that's been isolated from the process,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
from the democratic process that they pay union dues to. You understand what I'm saying? That's a lot of people. And then I remember one time, it's 2 people that did this. Beverly Roberts. I remember Beverly Roberts had to go around the plane to ask people they contacted Beverly and told them, can you put me in for it? Can you put me in for it? And when she got up there, Beverly had a list longer than that. That joker was long. She had at least about 30 people on that list. They had to be read in, and they had to come and accept their nomination. That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous because they couldn't make the meeting. She did a lot of people. I don't know if it was 30. I may be exaggerating a little bit. It was a long list. You know what
If
I mean?
it was 2, she still had to do it.
Mm-hmm.
She said, right. So that person can have an opportunity to run in an election. And that shouldn't be for membership outside.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be.
Okay.
And again, this is, people seem to think that when I voice my opinion, I don't have a right to I shouldn't voice my opinion because I'm a past president or whatever. I don't know where they get that shit from. But I was a president. I stopped voicing my opinion. So now you guys, I'm here. I'm here. I'm gonna be here. And whenever I see something, I'm gonna call it as I see it. If you don't like it, I would apologize, but I have no apology for you. I'm apologizing just like I see it. I have a problem with the way the seniority is handled in the plant. I get no we don't get no explanation for it. I have a problem with a lot of stuff that's going on. And now that I'm not president, I'm going to speak a lot to it.
Mm-hmm.
So Here
Well,
we
we
are.
definitely appreciate you keeping us still updated on stuff and,
Yeah.
teaching us, giving us a little bit of, knowledge and keeping us still informed with your lives. We look forward to it.
No doubt. No doubt. So when I chimed on, you guys was talking about in good standing. But what was it you were saying about good standing?
Oh yeah, you can break it down. Can you break it down to us?
Break it down to us, because when I hear good standing, I'm under the interpretation of you just have to be financially current on your dues. So can you break down what a good standing union member is? Did we lose?
Remember in good standing. A member in good standing is a person that's paying their union dues. Now that's pretty much the bottom line. You remember good standing, you paying your union dues.
Well,
So you're also not a member if you're. I'm gonna tell you. I realize that a lot of people don't know what the hell they're doing, and they make all these calls. They make all these decisions, and then they realize they made a mistake. And these are people that's higher up, but everybody's human though. You know what I mean? But anyway, so here's the thing about being a good standard. Let's say that you owe money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you owe money, you can't be a member of good standing because you owe the local money.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the local got to afford you the opportunity to pay it, or you have to be given time to pay it. But if you have money that's outstanding, no, you can't be delinquent. You can't be delinquent. But
On anything?
Huh?
On anything? You say you can't be delinquent. Like, can you owe for other things and still be in good standing? Because I was told you.
In the Constitution, you can't be delinquent on dues.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't be delinquent if you can't. Listen, you can't get funds. You can't get funds from the union if you owe the union. You can't participate in the union if you owe the union. All right. So, I guess it's a matter of interpretation. I learned a lot from the Corey Mims situation. All right, and I think even in that Corey Mims situation, Corey Mims was told that he can't participate and he can't be a member in good standing, but yet we just had an election where somebody had owed some money, they turn around and let them run. So you can't do it. You can't do it two ways. Now I know that Corey had to go to a hearing and all of that, right? But before he made it to the hearing, before there was a hearing, before he was found guilty of anything, before all of that, he was given a sanction that he couldn't come to the union hall because he owed money. He was given a sanction that he can't be on the e-board because he owed money. All that happened before a decision was made. So here we are, and they saying, well, now they can participate. They just can't be delinquent on dues. Well, we got a problem. Mm-hmm. That's totally contradictory what we just done.
Yeah.
So now I realize that maybe they don't know what the hell they're doing either.
Or somebody making choices to bend some rules.
Here. Yeah. Because you can't do it, you can't have it both ways. And you're trying to manage 5,000 people, you know what I mean? You gotta have a foundation to stand on. You can't make it for one person and not do it for the next person. You think
that's correct.
Okay, so correctly, a good standing union member has to be financially current on dues.
Yeah, because here's the thing with that too. To be delinquent, actually your local union is supposed to you got to bring it to trial. It's a membership that has to find you. You have to go through a process to be delinquent. Mm-hmm. Right?
You said the membership got to?
Yeah.
But how will we know that?
well, the financial secretary is the one that's supposed to report that out. The financial secretary, when they come to anything with membership, if they delinquent, if they're what they call it, I don't want to use not paying union dues. Financial secretary is supposed to put all that information out. That's
Okay, so basically, we need to ask our financial secretary at the union meeting. We need to ask our financial secretary at the next union meeting, is there anybody that is in any capacity doing a job that owes any money to the union?
It should be published, but
Where would that be at?
Posted. It's normally in that main hallway.
That's established. That's the people who don't pay dues. And
Okay.
that was the disagreement. That was a disagreement that we had. Well, that's the people that's not paying dues. Not those that's delinquent. And
Right.
like if you're delinquent, you should be on the same sheet. I mean, state the reason that state that you're just delinquent on you're delinquent, not necessarily on dues. But it should be some kind of posting that, to inform the membership, person owe the local. Because when you owe the local, you owe everybody in the local. Everybody that pays dues.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You owe that membership. And the membership got a right to know. The membership have a right to know how their dues are being spent. And how the dues are not being spent. You got a right to know that. If you're paying $100 a month, this is your shit. What they call them people? What they call the people that own in the corporation that are stockholders? You're a damn stockholder.
Mm-hmm.
The membership is the stockholder. You see what I mean? You got a right to know how the business is running.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay,
we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of small stuff that we got to fix, but we just got to be willing to fix it. You know what I mean? And it's gonna take little sacrifices along the way, but we get in our comfort zone. You know what I mean? Because some things, a lot of things people are scared to say. A lot of things people don't want to approach people on and all of that. But you can't be that way and run the union. You know what I mean? Number one priority is to protect the funds and fight for the union rights, fight for the membership rights. Number one priority: protect the funds and fight for the membership rights. That's it. That's it. Fight for when the contract is violated, fight for what's right. When union funds is out of order, get it in order. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, all right, brother. Well, we certainly appreciate you chiming in on us, chiming in with us.
Yeah, no doubt.
And you whenever you want, just come on in and just let us know. Okay.
All right, y'all doing a good job. And again, Chris, congratulations. Hang in there. I'm glad that you stepped up and willing to put your name on the ballot. There's a lot of people that want to do that, but are afraid to do that. They're afraid to do that. You know what I mean? And I'm so glad to see all the new faces that's getting involved. You know what I mean? Because it's inspiring somebody else to get involved. You know what I mean? And I think that's a good thing. I think that's good for the local. I really do.
Yeah, I was nervous when I went over there and signed up for it, but I said, well, I'm tired of complaining.
My man.
So.
My man.
All right.
I don't know if you
be willing to learn everything.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
I'm not coming in like I know everything that's going on because I don't. So I'm learning. Yeah. It's a learning process. This is new to me, and to the people who said that, well, when I was out there campaigning, to the people who was talking about, well, we'll never see you on the floor. Well, I ain't never campaigned before. I haven't been in any office. I've been on the line just like you.
Right, because if you go to their job and just start talking to me any other time, they be like, "Who's this crazy dude?"
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, I say to that too. Well, if you want to see me, see more of anybody who's running for anything, come to the union meetings. You see them once a month, every Sunday, on that second Sunday of the month. They're there.
Yeah. Hey, I want to say this to the membership. When a person campaigns, you guys got to understand that, first of all, that person that's campaigning, it takes a lot of courage to walk up to you, introduce yourself, and let you know what it is that he or she is doing. Second of all, that plant is huge, y'all. You know, if you work in trim or chassis, y'all already know you on top of each other. Y'all on top of each other when you work. The footprint is envelope, as they say. That's a lot of people. And I think the membership, you're gonna walk around and introduce yourself, but can you guys imagine how hard it is to walk to every individual, shake their hand, and introduce themselves? Can y'all imagine how long that is? And how hard that is?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't. They think I believe a lot of people think that's easy. When I did it 2 years ago, that shit was, I covered that whole plant 3 times. It was hard as hell. That's why I started my campaign early, though. Because it was hard as hell. And I relied heavy on social media. It's hard. You got to catch the doors. You got to catch the doors on different days. You got to get on this shift. You got to get on that shift. You got to walk this department. You got to walk that department. You got to deal with people that's being rude. You got to deal with people that want to talk. You got to deal with people that want you to fix their problem right then and there. You have nothing with the position you're running for has nothing to do with the problem that you can address. And so on and so forth. You know what I mean? And I think that's the membership. They can give a little grace when people do campaigns. Just give a little grace to them because it's not easy. And if you think it's easy, I encourage you to try it. Just walk with a cat one time.
Yeah. But you also have to, you can't rely only on social media. You have to get out there and do the work on the floor, though. You do. And I get it. It's a lot of work. I said that. That's what I said. Don't get out there and put your name in if you ain't ready to do the work. Because some people don't get on social media.
Yeah.
Well, I got to think about that. I'm old school. You can't walk around the plant. I understand you're not gonna be able to meet every person. I get that part. But you can't show your face in these different departments, and you can't walk around and make yourself available. Even if you just stood at the door where they can put a face to a name or hand it out to yourself, then you shouldn't run. You should.
Yep.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
That ties back to elections coming up next year. If you want to be on the ballot, get your name.
Start early.
People start holding conversations in between restroom breaks and lunch breaks. Yeah.
Start campaigning now.
Now is the time.
But your best place to start is in your team.
Yeah.
If you fail the team, you're going to fail the plan.
Yeah.
And I can't overexpress that. If you fail to communicate with your team, wherever you work, and your co-workers around you, if you can't talk to them, don't come out in this plan.
Yeah.
The plan is brutal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
276 is Sparta.
Good advice.
Right.
Yeah.
Start with your team.
If they can't depend on you, how the hell is everybody else gonna be able to depend on you?
Right.
Yeah.
And don't listen to the negativity because they will make up stuff on you. You can't let that get to you. You just keep moving forward.
And listen, let me say this. If like I said, this is new to me. So and I hope if I'm doing something out of line that you don't agree with, tell me. Let me know. Hold me accountable. I'll hold you accountable.
Yeah.
Okay? So if you have a problem with what I do, you ain't got to try to blast me out on social media. Don't holler at me. All right? I'm in 01 trim.
Well,
okay? S6.
Well, you know what? Hold on. Wait a minute, Chris. Wait a minute, hold on. You're gonna have to define that a little bit more. Because you tell people come and holler at you, some people just really gonna come up there and holler at you. They cuss you out. Come and talk to you, yeah. As long as they be respectful about it.
Right.
And a lot of people think that's because you run. A lot of people think because you run for a position, yes, you have to take the criticism, but you ain't got to take that disrespect.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I learned a lot with this term. I took a lot of disrespect. I took a lot. When I tell you I took a lot, I took a lot. And I did it because of the position itself.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, you're still a human being. You're still a human being, and you're still a human being. You're a man, and if you get a respect, then you should demand. You should get respect, and you ain't got to take no disrespect off nobody.
Yeah.
For you to do your job. There ain't nobody entitled to disrespect you. Some people at that level feel like they can do that.
Yeah.
Some people feel like they can do that, and that's dead ass wrong.
Yes.
They'll find out.
That's dead ass wrong.
And then I encourage people to show you grace. You know, you're new in this position. You're out of your comfort zone. You're learning things as you go. And we're learning things about you as well. And just like we would want people to show us grace, we need to show you grace during this transition.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what trips me out? When people say, "Oh, he don't know nothing." Have y'all heard people say that? "Oh, he don't know nothing."
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all ever heard them say that? People in the plant?
Yeah.
Who don't know nothing? Who don't know nothing?
Nothing.
That expression. Oh, they don't know that. He don't know nothing. She don't know nothing. Mm-hmm. You ever heard that expression?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, how much do you know?
That is
right.
There you go.
We learn.
What do you know?
What do you know? If you know more, if you know more than what they know, why don't you step up to the plate then?
Yeah, be a leader.
There it is. If that's the case, but more than likely that's not the case. They just say that to say that because they disagree with what you're doing or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, but don't let that phrase get to you.
Oh no. Yeah. I mean, dude, I already know you got to have thick skin.
Definitely.
In politics, period. You can't be you have to have thick skin in politics, period. You know, you can't have your ego you can't be like Agent Orange that's in office right now.
Nikki Smith commented, Keith, when you said that. Now be mindful when they say you don't know nothing, just tell them, how can I help you, and do your best to help you. So put it back on them. Yeah. Put it back on them. Put it back on them as a member.
And to Dale, you get them guts together so you can run for something, because you got a good personality, a very good personality.
Yes,
and you're a people person. So you go and build them guts up so you can get out here and get your name out here on this campaign trail come next election. So.
And it can start with a simple, "Hey, my man. Hey, my sister. How you doing?" You know, all good. It just a casual conversation, and you know they'll learn your name. You know, and then they'll start speaking to you. But start now, because next year is coming soon, and you got to build that rapport. You got to.
It's gonna be crazy.
You know, and people gon', you know, once you start building it, people are coming to you randomly, asking you questions and stuff. You know, if you don't know it, then research it. You know, I never forget, someone told me when I first started, our local contract book, use it like your Bible, you know. And the thing about with our phones, you know, if you go to the contract and you search something, it'll pull up everything, so it's accessible to you. Make sure, you know, when people ask you something, it's accurate. That's how you build the trust amongst them. That's how you get the vote. So start now.
Yeah.
Start now while you can. Now's the time. And just to help you, or to put your mind at ease, this podcast, this is new to me. I can talk on the line all day, every day. But it's something when Chris say, all right, y'all, we on. We about to get on. My anxiety start bothering me. Me and Asia talked about that before. We get nervous, you know, before we go on. We having a casual conversation. But when we start going live, we get nervous. So just, you know, bite the bullet, face your fears. You got this. You got this. You can do it.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
I did want
Hey,
to,
can I make a correction right quick?
yeah.
Sorry. On my live, I said that the local negotiation. I said something around the fact that the local has the authority to negotiate your local seniority.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after talking to some people higher up, I was wrong. All that is done on the international. But what is done on the local is that the local put your seniority in the system. Do you get what I'm saying? So that sheet that they post and all the entrances, that's
Did we lose him? I can't hear y'all.
Yeah.
Did we lose him?
He
Oh.
okay, he dropped the call dropped.
Before we
Yeah, we
get
lost
him
him.
back in,
Yeah, think so.
Go
he
Yeah,
ahead.
made a
it just hung
post
up.
18 hours ago. Does anyone have any announcements for us
Yeah.
to make this week? Toby asked, why do group leaders get to decide when you get a zone or committee call based on personnel and not use team leaders to cover you?
What department is that?
Toby states, why commenting,
Well,
why do group leaders get to decide when you get a zone or committee call based on personnel and not use team leaders to cover for you?
What department is? Tell him. Well, to the person that made that post, can you tell us what department and shift you're on? Because that shouldn't be a thing. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Now they will ask, do you have a team leader available or do you have an AR available that can get you off the line? If they don't, your committee person should put your call back into queue
Mhm.
until there is somebody that can come and get you off the line to get your call. But it should never, ever, ever be up to your GL to
Mhm.
say when your committee call is submitted, put in, or when you get it. That ain't all they supposed to do is put it in. You should get a text message to your phone or
Mhm.
email,
Email.
and that's the only communication that you have. And you don't have to tell them if it's personal or not. I don't never say. I just be like, can you put me a committee call in? They be like, yeah. I
Mhm.
had one supervisor ask me for what, and I said, none of your business. Just put my call in, please and thank you.
He said, he also commented, does it usually take 3 days for a zone call?
It can because the zones right now, I know our zone, he's kind of like flip flopping shifts, so it can take a while for a zone to get back with you on your call. It can. I do know firsthand. It can take a minute
And if
to
you
get with them.
And if you have your zone number, phone number, reach
Yep,
to
yep.
them.
Reach out.
Reach out
Yep, reach out.
as
Yep.
well. He also commented, why does it take 10 days for a committee call as a member, but 2 hours when a group leader requests one versus a member?
Now that's an issue. That's an issue. I would definitely like. I would love to know what department, what shift he in.
I want to know now.
Yeah,
Are you viewing us? Are you live? Can you see us? Because
yeah.
my
That's a problem.
yeah.
It should never take that long. It should never take that long,
Definitely not
ever.
10 days.
Yeah.
I put it in my committee person. Hey, you good? Do I need to come out there immediately? And we just kind of go from there. So, and then
Hmm.
if you have your committee person contact information, uh,
Yeah.
communicate with them. Because remember now, and trust me, I love playing devil's advocate. If y'all been watching a while, y'all know I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Um, one committee person has how many members? How many? Let's say a minimum. One person to give me a minimum number, Asia.
Just okay. So like our committee person, she has part of trim, she has drivers, she has quality, and she has
Repair?
another.
Does she have repair?
I don't know. I know it's one department, so she has quite a few.
She has quite a few. And out of that quite a few, some have situations that's serious, some is minor, some is not so minor. Um, but yeah, we work in 6 days. I may not be able, or she may not be able to get to you in 2, 3 days.
But
Uh,
not 10.
she may be in a meeting all day one day for one member, and she may not get to you that next day. It's okay to reach out to her. Hey, I put in the call. This what's going on. I'm not making any excuses for your committee person. Um, However, I'm saying if it's been 10 days, that's the problem. If I have an issue, I know the world don't stop because of my
Yeah.
issue. But for 10 days, I hadn't heard nothing from nobody. That's the problem. Even at the 5th day, my eyebrow is going up. Hold on now. Let me reach out and see what's going on. Or even let me make sure my group leader put it in. Because I have
You
sometimes,
should know if not, because now
sometimes
we have that system where it's supposed to come to your phone.
yeah, it'll automatically come as an email, but with internet things
No,
happen. And
I get text. I get it in the text.
I get yeah, I get an email,
I get
I
both.
get a text. But
And if I don't get it within 10 minutes,
on
I'm
that,
back in there.
and we can't always depend on it. We got to make sure it's okay to text your committee person or call them. Hey, I put in the call. Did my group leader put it in? It's okay. We shouldn't have to do it, but with the shift changes in group leaders, it's okay to just double check and make sure.
Yeah.
No, 10 days is not okay.
Yeah.
Um, And then if your committee person hadn't got with you, just reach out to them and see, hey, like I say, did they put my call in? And they should be able to give you an answer or a status on what's going on or when they plan to come out and see you.
Yeah.
All
So
right, we're gonna cut that right there.
Oh, wait. I got one more thing to say. I'm going to make it quick, Chris. Make it quick. I don't know when the cutoff day is for receiving your lunch bags in the People Center,
I have
but I just want to say this. I don't know who's doing the list, but get it together, please. Y'all got people that have not been on sick leave or haven't been on sick leave in months. You have some people that ain't been on sick leave in years. That I personally know 3 people who was not on the regular list, and then they wasn't on the other list, and they was not able to receive their lunch bag. And they've been here. They've been putting the hours in. And I don't know who's doing the list and who's not and who's checking it. But y'all need to be like Santa Claus, checking once, checking twice, because that is unacceptable that people go on Sunday number on lines, either during their breaks or after work or before work, to be told that they can't get a lunch bag when they know they've been in here. Like that's unacceptable and ridiculous. And Temps put in just as much work as we do, and then they being told the list ain't been updated. Y'all should have had all that in check before y'all start giving bags out.
so
Like, make sure everybody that's
it was
supposed to be on the list is on the list.
it was reported that the list was made in May because my son was mad. My baby was mad he didn't get it. Boy, you ain't even been here a month. I ended up giving him mine, but they made the list in May. So take it
Need to update that list.
Yeah,
today.
but the three people that didn't get a bag was here in May. So ain't
Today,
been out on sick leave, so it's not making sense. That some on the list and some. I seen more people on complaining on Facebook that they didn't get a bag and they've been in here. So if the list was made in May, it should have been updated. This is November.
well, and
Y'all
like
ain't went back and checked it.
advocate, Asia, they may have made the list in May and may had to put the orders in so that it could be here in time. So if we made the list, we submitted the orders, and things have changed, then I mean, what do you want
So
us?
if you have 3 people, one ain't been out since 2019 on sick leave. Why is that person not on the list? They don't miss no time unless it's a vacation day.
Mhm.
Why they ain't on the list? You have another person that ain't been out since last year on sick leave. Why they not on the list? You got another person that came back, I want to say in April from sick leave. Why they ain't on the list?
They should have made it if it was made in April.
Mm.
I mean, if it was made in May, they should have been on.
Oh, we
But
not gonna play devil advocate on this one.
What'd you say? That ain't gonna work. Well, today, for those that's on the list, if you want to pick up your bag, you have until 11 p.m. tonight to pick it up. Then tomorrow is the last day. Tomorrow it would be from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. So get in early, go a little extra early before you clock in, or on your way out the door, stop at the People Center. Make sure you have your badge. You can't send your badge through someone
No,
else.
with nobody else. Nope.
You have to go and you have to take your badge. So make sure you go with your badge. Or if your badge is messed up, make sure you have your ID or some form of identification.
All right.
So Kenny Hines, make that right.
Them.
Kenny Hines, y'all make that right with the people that did not get a bag that is due a bag. Y'all make that right with them. Make sure they get a bag.
And I
That's only
believe
fair.
they have a and they do have a lane for them to go to.
They weren't on that list either.
And they
That's why I said we ain't playing devil advocate, because they weren't on that list either.
okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna cut right there. We're gonna cut right there. We're gonna cut right there.
We done.
All right.
Because them bags is nice, y'all. Them bags.
But I just want to say, thank you for everybody that tuned in, that commented, that interacted with us. If you see us our next post and we're gonna come live, please get more people to join our live. We just want to get out there, get the information out to people, communicate with people, see what's going on the plan for, get your suggestions, feedback, everything. But we do appreciate y'all for joining us.
All right.
Yes.
And on that,
You see
thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.